Ready? Start. The gist of the complaint is that Binay Kumar was a candidate of clerk grade exam conducted by the Staff Selection Commission. His roll number was 1211781 and ticket number was 039820. He was to appear in the morning session at Government Senior Secondary School, Mansarovar Garden. While scrutinizing the application, dossier of the candidate for his nomination, it came to our notice that the photograph of the candidate pasted on his application form does not tally with the photograph pasted on the portion of the written part of the clerk grade examination. Accordingly, the candidate was asked to submit a proof of identity showing attested copy of his signature as well as photograph, and subsequently this was submitted by the candidate. The candidate himself visited the SSC office on 12/2/2021 when he was shown the photograph pasted on the portion of the written part of the clerk grade examination. He promptly admitted that it was not his photograph. Thus, it is clear that this has been a case of impersonation and that somebody else had appeared in the exam on behalf of the candidate. Photostat copies of the application form of the candidate, copy of written part and proof of identity submitted by the candidate are enclosed. In the case of cheating, the dishonest intention starts with the very inception of the transaction. But in the case of criminal breach of trust, a person comes into possession of the movable property and receives it legally or illegally, retains it or converts it to his own use against the terms of the contract. Then the question is that in a case like this, whether the retention is with dishonest intention or not. It is also the question that whether the retention involves criminal breach of trust or only a civil liberty would depend upon the facts of each case. The distinction between mere breach of contract and the offense of criminal breach of trust and cheating are fine. In case of cheating, it depends upon the intention of the accused at the time of inducement. This may be judged by a subsequent conduct. Mere breach of contract cannot give rise to a criminal prosecution for cheating unless fraudulent or dishonest intention is shown right from the beginning of the transaction, that is, the time when the offense is said to have been committed. Therefore, it is his intention and This is the gist of the offense. For the criminal breach of trust, the property must have been entrusted to the accused, or he must have dominion over it. The property in respect of which the offense after breach of trust has been committed, it must be either the property of some person other than the accused, or the beneficial interest or ownership of it must be some other person. The accused must hold that property on trust of such other person. The offense of breach of trust and cheating involve dishonest intention, but they are mutually exclusive and different in basic concept. Stop over.